So when you look online and you see all of these ads talking about flipping homes with no money down, most of the time they're talking about hard money lenders. Today I'm going to have one of the most detailed videos on hard money lenders that YouTube has ever seen before. I'm going to break it all down without holding anything back at all. To run a flipping business or get into your first flip, chances are you're going to have to use other people's money. A lot of people don't have $100,000 or $200,000 just laying around. If you're curious on starting a flipping business or even your own first flip, you're going to have to know everything that I go over today. I'm going to go over what these lenders are, how you can find them, and how you can actually use them to build your business. And I'm also going to go over what are their fees and what are some pros and cons of using these type of loans to actually flip your first home. So what exactly is a hard money lender? So a hard money lender is a company that gives you raw cash to flip a home. Not only did they give you the cash to buy the home, they actually give you the cash to actually fix it up as well. These hard money lenders are absolutely crucial to most investors, mainly because the conventional bank like Chase or Bank of America, they're not going to want to touch these homes, mainly because they're not livable and they're not in good condition at all. So keep in mind, guys, you cannot live in this house at all. If it is coming from a hard money lender, it is not going to be a livable loan, and it's not going to be a owner-occupied loan, meaning you cannot live in it. So simply put, all a hard money lender is just a basic company that raised quite a bit of money, and they're funding these investments and funding these investors to fix and flip these houses, and they collect some interest as a profit. And the fantastic news is, pretty much anybody can get one of these loans. All they really care about is the asset itself. They don't care about the borrower or the borrower's work history or their credit. They only care about the house. So now keep in mind, you have to find a good enough deal. If you're buying something completely at market value, chances are they're not going to want to touch it. So it's going to have to be something that's already pretty discounted. In future videos, I'm going to show you how you can actually evaluate deals and actually make sure that you are getting a pretty good deal on any property. But for today, we're only going to focus on the lender themselves and how much of the fees they're going to be charging you. So now we know what these lenders are, and now we know what they look for. The third part is we need to know how to find them. You're going to laugh at how easy it is to find them. It's going to be insanely simple. You're going to think that I'm literally kidding. Editor, drum roll. You freaking Google your city and type in hard money lender. And no, I am not kidding. It is literally that simple. Google your city, type in hard money lender. I'm going to have my editor, who is completely out of state, actually do it herself. And she's going to show you the examples that pop up just for her area. And on top of Googling it, you can actually go on biggerpockets.com, go on network, go to hard money lenders, and there's going to be an entire source of them. Bigger Pockets is totally free. And no, I am not sponsored by them. It's just a free source for hard money lenders, podcasts, books, pretty much everything. I'm not sponsored. They're not paying me. They don't even know that I'm doing this. It's just a source that I've used. It's a source that a lot of other investors use. So now you know what a hard money lender is. Now you know what they look for. Now you know how to find one. Now we need to figure out how much money are they actually going to give you. So the way that a lot of these lenders work is they base how much money they're going to give you based off the after repair value. Meaning after a house is completely fixed up, they're going to give you a percentage of how much it's actually worth. So for example, on a $300,000 home completely fixed up, they would give you $210,000. That is the example we're going to use today. We're going to pretend that we found a home, we fixed it up. In a future video, I'm going to show you how you can actually find the after repair value of a home before you actually buy it, because that is very important. That's going to be a video in itself because it's going to take me over 20 minutes just to explain that by itself. But essentially, all you need to know for today is most of these lenders will give you 65 to 75%. For today's example, we're going to just use 70%. So for today's example of that loan of $210,000 we were just talking about, the average fees for most of these lenders is going to be between 8 to 12% interest only over the course of a year. A lot of them, especially if you're a newer investor, they're going to charge you anywhere between 1 to 3 points, meaning they're going to charge you 1 to 3% of the total loan amount. For today, we're going to just pretend that they're giving you 2 points, meaning it's 2% of the loan amount, meaning they're going to charge you $4,200 just to be able to get a loan from them. So using our first initial example of that $210,000 loan, after 6 months, the total amount of interest we would have paid is $10,500, and the amount of points we would have paid is $4,200. And now this is totaling $14,700. Unless you get somebody to actually cover those fees for you, or you convince the lender to actually wrap all those fees towards the end, you're going to be paying this month by month. It's going to come out of your pocket. you are paying thousands per month in interest alone, and you also have to make sure that just in case if anything goes wrong with the house itself, that you have money on reserve as well. This is why the very first video that I posted is you need to have a job. And it's not sexy to say that. I'm probably going to lose followers for saying that, but it's the actual truth. You need to have a job, you need to have reserves, you need to be ready just in case anything goes wrong, if the timeline goes over, because if your contractor promises you 6 months and now it takes them 10, that money's coming out of your pocket month by month. And this is why I'm building this YouTube channel. It's going to be built out of complete and pure honesty. While you guys do get that job and you're building your bare foundation of wealth, you can continue learning. I'm going to show you guys every single step of the way in complete detail. I'm going to answer every question in the YouTube comments as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if there's any way I could possibly help you at all. I'm always happy to help. And thank you so much for the support, guys. We are one of the fastest growing channels, fastest growing TikTok accounts, mainly because I'm giving away everything for free with nothing in return. All I want to do is just grow my brand. So if you guys could please sub and like, let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to continue building this education. We're going to continue building this wealth together. And from there, get back to work, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. So now we know what these lenders are, and now we know, Jesus Christ.